right, we're now joined by South Carolina head coach Ray Tanner. Coach, if you'll make an opening statement, and then we'll open it up to questions. Please raise your hands for the mic.
It was a great college baseball game tonight. Two guys on the mound that had some billing coming into it, and they didn't disappoint. Both guys were outstanding and kept their teams in position to win. We're very fortunate that we came up with a couple of big hits and good outing from Price out of the bullpen.
Neil.
Maybe Friday night like clockwork, Michael Roth just goes out and beats another one of the best pitchers in the league. I mean, what he's doing is pretty remarkable, isn't it?
Well, it is, and we're just at the halfway point with him going out there on Friday. So, and last week it was Thursday, so I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but he's done a great job. He just accepted his role going into the year. He's thrived in it. He's been really good. I didn't expect him to be where he is numbers-wise, but it's been great to watch, and our guys rally around him, feel good about him when he's out there. So certainly facing Sonny Gray tonight, we all had our hands full, and he kept us in position to win.
In the back,
Ray, it just seemed like this series with #1 coming in, it just seemed like the atmosphere was just as electric as you probably thought it was going to be tonight.
It was great, and I'm grateful, and our players are, for our fans coming out tonight. It was very special. There's a few places in the SEC that you get 7, 8, 9, 10,000 fans sometimes, and it was great tonight. Our fans rallied around us, and that does a lot for our players. And you can't ask for a better setting, really, as a player and a coach. And I talked to our guys yesterday. I said, Vandy, #1, we're in there somewhere too. This is supposed to be fun. Let's go out and play relaxed, and hopefully you play well enough to win. But it was a great night for us.
Scott.
In your wildest dreams, do you think you could hold Vandy's top 5 hitters 1-17 and hold Westlake 0-4 with 2 strikeouts?
Well, you're not going to do that very much. I mean, that's for sure. They may turn the tables on us tomorrow, but we talked about a couple of days ago, how their pitching staff was and what a great job they had done. But their offense has been impressive as well. Their numbers are better offensively than most teams, and they've been actually better in the conference games than they have in non-conference games. And they got some good players in there. We're very fortunate. Roth made some great pitches, and Price came in and located some fastballs. That was about as good as we can do right there with our pitching and defense. I think both teams were error-free tonight. Mooney's ball in the corner hit it in the right spot to give us a little bit of insurance. So that was great to see.
Ray, Tuesday was a bad offensive night. Did you say anything to the guys in between then and tonight about just maybe a new offensive approach?
No, I didn't. We talked about it. I think they were really disappointed that we didn't win on Tuesday night. We had, I think, 8 hits. I was a little frustrated by that. I detected the mood on Wednesday at practice was not a good one. And the only thing I said is, we're pretty good. We're a pretty good offensive team. We're not imposing, but the national average is off about 25 points. If that's the case, then we're doing pretty good around 290. So it wasn't a game that we're happy about because we didn't win. But you guys are good hitters. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. If anything, I was just trying to boost a little confidence. And then yesterday was a much better workout. And we got some hits tonight. In defense of Sonny Gray, we had some hits of the infield variety, but we didn't strike out a lot. I was worried about going to the 7th inning tonight with double-digit strikeouts. I mean, that was the thing that I was fearing as a coach, that you don't put enough balls in play. So our guys, again, we've done a good job offensively. We're not imposing, but we've had a pretty good year offensively.
Ray, what can you say about Roth as a competitor, and how does he rank with some of the top guys like that you've had?
It's very special, and not only is he done well, but he makes guys around him better. They watch him, and it's impressive, and it's natural for him. He has fun doing it. He's in the heat of the battle, and you see him in the dugout and talk to him sometimes, and you think he's not even playing. I mean, he's that loose and comfortable, and I think in a nutshell with Michael Roth, this is a game for him. He's gonna go out and play it and have fun and try to do well, but at the end of the day, it's still a game. He's not a guy that takes on tension and anxiety and stress. He wants to do well, and if it's not going exactly the way he wants it, he flushes it pretty quick and moves on. So it's nice to have him. It's been a great experience for me to watch him in his career and to see what he's been able to do as a situational pitcher, situational lefty, and then get thrown into a starting role and how he's responded. He's among the very best. I've been fortunate to have had some good guys over the years, and he certainly ranks up there for a guy that you look sometimes at a player and you go, that young man is very talented, and he reaches that talent level. Some guys do not do that, and Michael Roth he gets everything out of what he has ability-wise. There's nothing left. He gives you everything he's got.
Travis.
Ray, can you just describe what the guys were like today? I mean, did they get ratcheted up for a series like this, or have they just played in so many big games that it's not that big of a deal as it would be to some other teams?
Well, that's one of the things as a coach that I always fear. Baseball is baseball. You got to go play, but are you, how are your guys handling it? What does it mean to them? Is it, is it a big game? Do they look at it that way? Is it another game? You don't want it to be ho-hum, but our guys, they have good approaches. I don't think they get too high. They don't get too low. They think they are good enough to win, but certainly understand they can lose. And that's been, you got to give credit to veteran players for that kind of attitude. Like, always go out before the game to see where they are. That's basically, we share a few points and maybe some scouting report, but I just kind of go out and see where they are and see if I need to say anything or bring up any awareness situation. And that's the way it was tonight. They loved it. I mean, they loved this. This is, a great crowd at home against the #1 team in the country, and let's do everything we can to win. Let's go have some fun and try to make it happen. It's not a lot of stress and anxiety, tension, and it's the best way to be.
And do you think, can they draw from both the Florida experience this year and Omaha last year in this week?
Well, I think it helps, win or lose. I think that helps. When you've been in some situations time and time again, you're better for it. And you want to win your share, but you're not going to win all the time. But that experience is great. And I think that has helped us. We always talk about the SEC, what a battle it is, and if you can survive long enough in the league, you get a chance to play at the end of the year, and your chances are better because of what you've been through.
Can you state just the importance of winning on Friday night as it relates to the rest of the series, and the difference between winning after a Friday night and losing after a Friday night?
I'm probably not smart enough to answer that question, but it's nice. I know it's nice to win the first game, but a lot of times you win on Saturday, you got momentum going into Sunday. So, we've got a night game tomorrow, so we get to enjoy this a little bit longer and try to prepare for that game. But they're going to have Grayson Garvin out there, who's been carving up people and doing a great job. So I don't put too much stock into that. Yeah, you want to try to win the first game. You got a chance to win a series when you get that first one, but who knows?
Coach, building off that a little bit, you look at what Roth's done this year so far on Fridays. You look at what Blake Cooper did last year on Fridays. They're both kind of underdog pitchers in a lot of ways. How rare is it to have that back-to-back seasons, and how beneficial has it been?
I think that it is rare, and maybe Roth paid attention, and Blake Cooper many times was the underdog type guy, and Michael Roth in most cases is the underdog type guy, but they're pretty good, and they've been able to respond and keep this team in position to win games. Can't say enough good things about both those guys.
Scott.
Talk about the contribution of the bottom third of the order tonight. I got Matthews, Marzilli, and Berry 5 for 11. It looked like Marzilli maybe finally coming out with something with the home run last week in Tennessee, and 2 tonight.
Well, that was good to see, and Matthews is close to being healthy a little bit, and he got a couple of knocks. Marzilli's on base, Barry. So I mean that's great. Those guys are good players, and they've had some good success. And if you're going to win, you're going to be a good team. You got to have help up and down the lineup. I thought some guys at the top had some pretty good at bats, but not that many hits up there. I know Wingo was on base, and that was a great night for him. He had some competitive at bats tonight.
Last question.
Coach, I think 25 wins in the SEC is your highest year, I think, right? Yeah. 11-2 is quite a start. You take it day by day. You holding your breath. How do you feel?
I live in fear. That's every game I'm fearful. So that's the way it is. 25. I don't know. That number seems ridiculous to me. And I remember. The only thing I remember about that year is I think we won 21 in a row, and I couldn't believe it, and I lived it, and I was like, really? But if you win 18, 19, 20 games in this league, you got a great club. There's no doubt about it. I often say if you win 20 games, you're going to win the league. You're probably going to win your division with 18 or 19. So, you know, I don't know how that's all going to shake out, but you know, we're a good team. We're not a great team, and we know that. So we're gonna, you know, we try to win our share, and you know, tonight's a great win, but I mean nothing for tomorrow. We got to strap it on and be ready to go again tomorrow.